The narcissist wants you to be their slave. So essentially, the narcissist is looking for someone, another party to draw energy from. So you have a kind of a chi and a vibrant life force that they're looking to suck out of you for their own, to sustain themselves. So narcissists need other people. In fact, they can't exist unless they have other people to draw energy from. So, all of your positive qualities, they're not going to embrace that. They don't see you as a unique and quirky individual and look at all of your positive traits as anything other than something to be trampled on and stomped out. So they're not going to bring anything positive to the table. They're just looking for a source of energy to feed themselves. It's kind of like, when a bird flies up to a bird feeder, and you have some bird feeders, some of them have like nectar in them, and some of them have, maybe bird seeds in them, and the bird flies up and feeds from that bird feeder. Well, you're the nectar. You are what the narcissist is feeding on. And, you also hear the analogies of the vampire or the parasite. That's very accurate as well. Because the vampire, sucks out the blood from the victim, or a parasites kind of hang out in your colon. So when you eat food, it goes into your mouth, down your throat, your esophagus, into your stomach, and then down through your colon, and then eventually exits out of your derriere. Well, when it gets to your colon, the food is digesting. That's where the digestion occurs. Well, that's where the parasites hang out. And they're waiting for that food so they can feed, so they can eat. So the parasites need a host site in order to eat. So the narcissist is no different. They need a host. They need someone to feed off of. If they don't have that, they're going to go hungry. So, and then it becomes kind of a vicious cycle, because the empath typically gets addicted to the narcissist as well, because they're looking to get back that drug hit from the love bombing or the sex or whatever. Narcissists tend to get you addicted in some way via love bombing, sex, whatever. They need some kind of baseline thing to draw you back into, so you'll stick around and keep thinking, oh, I want to get back to when it was good. Oh, I want to get back to that. And so they kind of rope you in this way. So if the other party, the victim, for example, is not privy to this information and has no idea of what's going on, then this is going to be a very long-winded, vicious cycle, and they can string you along in this way. It's only when the victim understands what they're enmeshed with and involved in is when they are able to kind of they're able to get away. So the narcissist, that's why you see them, they go in these like cyclical conversations that make absolutely no sense. This is the narcissist exerting their control over you. This is a way, it reinforces for the narcissist their dominance and control over you, which essentially gives them an erection, excuse my English, but they love this. This gives them a high themselves. Like, if they can exert control over you, oh, then they're master of the universe. They are omnipotent. They are Almighty God of the kingdom. So it's your job to not let that happen. Once you're aware of it, to get away, to not let someone abuse you and mistreat you in this fashion. Because you're essentially telling them, yes, I am willing to be your doormat. I'm not getting anything out of this. I'm getting zilch out of this. In fact, my self-esteem is being destroyed, and my confidence, and they're damaging you for the next party. So you're getting nothing out of this situation. Zilch. Zero. They are getting everything out of the situation because their ego is being boosted. Oh, I'm controlling this person. This person is a fool. I can do whatever I want to this person and they still stick around. So they want you to be their slave. You don't exist, by the way, in a scenario with a narcissist. You do not exist. You're just there. You're there to be a servant. Okay? Their needs are the only needs that matter in this situation. Even though there's two people in the relationship, there's really only one. Because you don't exist. Only the narcissist exists in this scenario. So they're never going to, admire all your great qualities, your quirkiness, your smarts, your uniqueness. You're never going to get anything from them. You need to find someone who puts you on a pedestal, who admires you for the unique qualities that you possess. And you're never going to get that from a narcissist. All you're going to do is get your energy drained and drained and drained and drained and drained and drained until there's nothing left to give. So the more you stay with them, the more damage is going to occur. So the longer you stay in this kind of situation, the worse it is for yourself. The narcissist loves this. The narcissist can do this all day and night. In fact, they do it for their entire lives. They don't care. There's any number of new people that you can be replaced with, so it doesn't matter. They feel nothing towards you. You're just a toy to them. So, there's toys everywhere all over the world that they can play with. They don't need you. You're just one in the long lineup of people they're going to go throughout their lives. So essentially, you're just a slave that is there to serve the master in a scenario with a narcissist. You're not anything of value to them per se. You're just someone that's there to be used. Okay, your energy is being derived for the purposes of filling up the energy of the narcissist. So they're sucking out your chi and your life force energy. So you're getting depleted and they're getting filled up. So it's a completely unbalanced, the dynamics are completely uneven. So it makes absolutely no sense to stay in a situation such as this.